Welcome back, YouTube. It's your main man, Mr. Unstoppable. Today, I wanted to share something that I've been doing recently over the last about 30 days, man. That's been changing my life tremendously. So, I started. I had this inclination to, because I'm always trying to elevate myself and change my life. So, I bumped into some YouTube videos recently by these lectures by this man named Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard. Now, you might have heard of him. If you guys have been following me or in my community and talk to me, then you know about this person because I have some lectures inside of my community. And it really just goes into the power of the subconscious mind, right? So the whole thing that Neville Goddard talks about is whatever you're trying to do or accomplish, put yourself in the state of it already being done. So one of the major things that I've been working on myself is because I'm always like, I feel like that the answer is always more action. If I do more, I'll have more. If I do more, I'll get further. If I do more, like more. That's what I always was doing. But what that was is it was putting me in a state of lack. It was putting me in a mind state of lack. Because if you think about it, whenever you're putting so much action into something, right, you're chasing it. But you can't have something if you're chasing it. Does that make sense? If I'm steadily chasing something, then I can't have it. It's like when you so say if, like, I don't know, man or woman, right? So there's someone you like and then you're trying to pursue them. It always seems like they're running from you, right? But if you just embody the state of totally just being that person, being who you are, allowing yourself to just be in a more passive state because you have confidence within yourself, typically you attract more when you have that type of mind state rather than you're chasing something, right? Because if you're chasing something, that means it's running from you. So what I've been learning is he teaches you, and I've also been listening to Napoleon Hill too a lot lately too as well. I'm reading one of his books right now, and I've read Think and Grow Rich. If you've never read it, definitely read it. And it always talks about putting yourself in the mind state of having, having, being, because the process goes like this. You must first become before you can do, and then you can have, right? So it's not about getting the thing first to feel like you have the thing, or it's not about feeling like getting to that place like in the physical realm before you become the person. You have to do that first. You have to become the person first, right? So if you're trying to get in shape, you have to start becoming the person who is in shape already. So what does that mean? You have to embody the state. You have to think like the person who is already in shape. You have to walk, talk, and be the person who's already in shape. Now, I know that sounds funny because it's like, if you're overweight, how in the world are you supposed to become mentally the person who is already in shape? And the answer to that is use your imagination. Your imagination is one of the most powerful things that you have. In fact, it might be the most powerful thing that you have. Everything that is created in reality started from someone's imagination. This shirt right here that I created started from my imagination. This logo, this chain that I have, this couch, where I'm living, this phone, this tripod that is sitting on, it all started from somebody's imagination first, right? Use your imagination in the right way, because a lot of times we're using it in ways that don't serve us, and you put yourself in that mental state. So if you take a look at your life, who you are, where you are, what you have, everything is a reflection of your state, your mind state, and everything comes from that space, which is why you can be having the best day one day, and then the following day you feel like you're having the worst day ever. But what changed between the last 24 hours? The state that you were in. That is literally it. So with me focusing, what I've been doing is I've been listening to these lectures on a consistent basis. When I go to the gym, I listen to them. Sometimes when I work out, I listen to these lectures too as well, which is a good time to do that too. That's a really good hack. And I've been listening to them when I wake up and before I go to sleep. So the reason why I do this is because it helps me program my subconscious mind to be in that state, to be more of the type of person who, of course, takes action, but doesn't feel like I'm in a state of lack. You know, my action is in accordance with my state. So if I feel that I am, the best version of myself, and I'm operating from that version, from that state, my actions are going to be in accordance with that, right? So if I'm chasing, if I feel like I'm in lack and I need to catch up, or I need to go chase something in order to get it, my action is going to be aligned with the state that I'm in. This is why people who are like really poor, they stay in that mental state and they see everything that's wrong. Oh, everything is so expensive. Oh, this is happening. This is happening. You're putting yourself in a state of poverty, right? Just like people who are depressed. I'm not saying like people who are clinically depressed. I'm saying people who get depressed, not are depressed, getting depressed, right? They are that way because everything that they look at, it seems like everything is wrong with life, And if you're steadily looking at everything in a negative manner, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to keep yourself in that state. So, being able to utilize these times where you are first waking up and you are going to sleep. These are the best two times to focus on your state. And these lectures help me do that. And it's helped me to remove a lot of the junk that was keeping me stuck and keeping me in a state that I didn't want to be in, right? And your subconscious mind is extremely powerful. And those are the best two times to work on your state. So when you wake up, the thing that you don't need to do is go watch the news because it's super negative. You don't want to think, okay, gas prices are so high. We're going to war. This is happening. This is happening. And what that is doing is, as soon as you wake up, you are in a very, very sensitive state because all that stuff is going to get poured into your subconscious mind, right? So you want to give yourself something that's going to be positive, put you in a good state. This is why it's good to listen to these types of lectures when you first wake up. Go work out, maybe pray, meditate, do something that's going to put you in a good state, because everything that's going to happen within your day is going to depend on what state you're in. And whatever state you're in, you're going to attract more of what it is that state is. So if you start your day on a high frequency, you start your day with positivity, you start your day with being in a state that is going to be conducive for the type of person that you want to be and the type of life that you want to experience. Because what I've learned is the way that I look at life is the way that I look at myself. So if I view everything as ugly or depressing or stressful, then I'm going to put myself in that type of state. But everything that you see is just a reflection of who you are as a person. If you have a lot of joy within you, you're gonna be able to see a lot of things to be grateful for. So learn to control your state. Once you can do that, and it takes repetition. So this is why you got to do it on a consistent basis all the time, every single day. When you feel yourself slipping from that state, you find yourself getting more stressed out or triggered by certain things, you got to put yourself back into that state. But also, you have to be aware of your feelings. Validate how you feel when you see things, when things occur to you, because those are signals. Your body is giving you a signal. So pay attention to that. And the more that you can start doing that and breaking that stuff down, you're going to be able to pull all that excess stuff out of your body that does not serve you, all that excess energy. Because if you have any type of trauma, it's going to get stored inside of your body. So you got to let that go, but you have to validate it first so you can let it go and then put yourself in the best state possible. Now, repetition, repetition, repetition. That's the name of the game. All right. So that's one thing that's been helping me change my life. Having my subconscious mind do a lot of work for me and allowing myself to let go a lot more, because sometimes the last thing you need to do is put more action towards something. Sometimes you gotta plant the seed and allow it to grow. Do what's required. Come water it, give it sunlight, do all that stuff, but allow it to grow. Don't keep digging it up every other day to see if it's growing yet. Of course, you're disturbing the process. You know what I'm saying? And that's one big lesson that I had to learn. And this has helped me during my journey recently with my personal transformation. And I'm still transforming. I'm still learning things, as I'm sure you are too as well. So during these moments, make sure you grant yourself some grace and just continue to work on yourself. Take those signals that come from your body in the form of feelings and validate those so you can get that energy out of you and put yourself in the right mind state. Keep yourself in the right state, all right? Because that's what it's about. And it will change your life, I guarantee it. And if you want to definitely check out YouTube videos of Neville Goddard. And you can also watch Napoleon Hill. He has some really great stuff too as well. So I would highly suggest those two people if you want to elevate yourself and put yourself in the right state, all right? And guard your mental faculty. It is a garden. So whatever you put inside of it is going to grow. And you want beautiful things to grow. So be planting flowers, not weeds, all right? And if you got people putting weeds in your garden, you need to get rid of them, all right? Straight up. That's today's video, man. Peace and love, and y'all stay blessed, man, and stay unstoppable. Peace.